Hey everybody, it's Montblanc. If you're new here, I'm a Gen 2 K-pop veteran who hasn't listened to K-pop in over a decade. I'm back from the grave though, and I'm trying to learn about the new scene, which today means taking a commenter recommendation and uncovering what Meow had up their sleeve for their latest release, Didori. I'll admit that this one isn't the most timely since I missed the actual comeback, but I have been curious about the Black Label since I heard that they finally spun out of YG, and I want to see what kind of stuff that they've been making. I'm also following Custrie's suggestion to check out the Hit 'em Up Showcase, since they seem to think that it would be a great pairing. I may not know what I'm getting myself into, but hey, that always ends up turning out well, right? Okay, when I consider like the Black Label in my mind, I just think about Teddy and his production. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of vision that would have turned into, especially in terms of a group dynamic. So we have Meow with Didori. Okay.
What's the deal? You gon' see Jack, I feel arenas. Shout my name, 난 Korea에서 Ibiza까지 flow. Set the trends, 이미 연수 위야. New EP, made on Apple, fresh out the freezer. Get a taste. 내 본색을 감추고 자세는 low-key. 백이면 백 빠짐없이 더 속지. 아무튼 보이니 착한 목덜미. 단숨에 we bite it like BMI got me on tonight. We outside 그저 지켜봐. 눈을 떠 어둠 속에서 turn it up. All the way up. Didori. When I'm walking like a threat.
Wow.
Like a threat. Didori. Hit 송이 쌓여해. Yeah. I be on the new shit. New shit. New shit. 나머진 다 무시해. You know I'm the blueprint. I be on the new shit. On some new shit.
There's a lot that I really like in this. I have to say, it's pretty surprising to me. There is elements of this that I would have expected, but they're going in a very different direction as well. Also, that like silvery holographic hair, skin, makeup was so cool. There's so much going on in this video and so much going on in the song too, although relatively it's kind of simplistic. It's like taking a singular point of inspiration and multiplying it and twisting it in a few different ways. It's really cool. Really, really cool.
시크한 건 못해. Check the label, it's black. I pull up 네 앞에. 눈 감지마 too fast, okay? I'ma take yours instead, okay? 태생부터 one of a kind. when 세게 맞담 남 game, okay? Okay? 다음엔 it's like it. 대화는 사진.
This music video is so cool.
쉽게 받다가 나지.
Wow.
절대적이야 supreme. You crave it like a fiend. 명분이 필요해, give me that. Oh, we let it cause a scene. Me and my girls, we on tonight. We outside, 그저 지켜봐. 눈을 떠 어둠 속에서 turn it up. All the way up. Didori. When I'm walking like a threat. Like a threat. Didori. Hit the song inside your head. Your head. I be on the new shit. 나머진 다 무시. You know I'm the blueprint. I be on that new shit. On some new shit. 머릿속을 옅어지는 멜로디.
Sure.
상상만 해도 너에겐 tragedy. 거리를 유지해도 try to talk
Wow.
to me.
Amazing voice.
To me like
Holy nutsack. This is a really cool music video. Uh, uh, uh. Just when I think I like caught the vibe of it, and also this blonde girl here kind of reminds me of Devin Aoki. She's very beautiful, and this middle part here is really great with her. She has like a round forehead, very cool. This is so interesting. It's like Italian villa. There's like a strange kind of collage elements in the music video. And this like Tamagotchi kind of thing. Wow. Even something like this, right? So they all have the same hair color, but then when you look at their makeup, it's got like this silver highlight, and then you also have that like reflected in the wall behind them too on the paint. Like, huh? And then it's like it goes back and forth between this like vintage camera aesthetic and this like super high glossy polished like this is like fully realized. The vision is like huh? Musically, I do think that it's interesting, but it's nothing like breaking the mold, right? I think that Teddy could have pushed it farther musically, especially if you're going to put so much time and effort into this beautiful masterpiece of a music video. See, there's like elements of like collage and diorama in here. Kind of gives like Renaissance Italy, like Borgia sort of tea. Beautiful. I am definitely gonna have to watch this again and like try and get more out of the visuals. This end part, like ah ah, and it's so simple, right? They're all just in like red vinyl outfits, and you just have like a group of them, and then you speed up the motion that they're doing so that it has this sort of like undulating, twisting, almost like intestinal quality to it. Excellently done. Excellently done. The fashion is so cool. The vision in this is like absolutely stunning. Yeah, see? It's like, are those olives? Wow. Okay, so going into it, I guess I had like some kind of thing in my mind, and musically, I would say that like Teddy definitely delivered on that front. I'm intrigued by the song. I definitely will be listening to it again, and it's very well done. It's nothing like completely out of the ordinary. I will say that he probably could have pushed it a little bit further. But I also really like the idea of it being pared back and simple because the reference itself is like nothing spectacular. It's something that we've all heard before. And it's presenting it in this really new and interesting and fresh way. And maybe that's like meta commentary on the group itself. Not that they're like not innovative or fresh, but like that they have something classic in them and that they can present it in really interesting and dynamic ways. I guess I'll have to see more. And to that effect, okay, we have the Hit'em Showcase stage. This one was the specific one that I was told to check out. So let's see what Meow has in store here. Okay, auto-generated subtitles, so we're not going to bother. Their fashion is really dialed in.
I'll let you go first, I'll do worse. Hit 'em where it hurts. Leave you in the dirt, put in work. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. You won't act right, we active and some side today. This ain't no cat fight, we big dogs, they big bites. Okay, what you gonna do? Make your move, be your suit, no round two. You waiting on halftime, it's over, stay sidelined. So what? Hey, we ain't never gonna stop. We ain't never gonna back down. Gonna take it to the top. Gonna leave you in the background. Give it all, we go. Eyes are on us now. Take a shot, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'll let you go first, I'll do worse. Hit 'em where it hurts. Leave you in the dirt, put in work. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. I'll let you go first, I'll do worse. Hit 'em where it hurts. Leave you in the
Wow.
dirt, put in work. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. I'm a lot to handle. I don't think that you can handle it. Last one tried to play me. Go ahead, ask them how they manage it. I'm too bossed up, yeah, it's gon' cost ya. No, you don't want nothing and why chalked up. We ain't never gonna stop.
Each of them individually is very, very pretty. I don't think that I've ever seen a group composition that's quite like this. Somehow, it like doesn't fit in Korea. They're missing something. But there is another element of this in their choreography and the way that their stage presence is, where it's like not over the top and flashy. It's like, it's not restrained either. It's just like simplistic in a really clean way. Fascinating.
We never gonna back down. Gonna take it to the top. Gonna leave you in the background. Give it all, we go. Eyes are on us now.
Pretty.
Take a shot, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'll let you go first, I'll do worse. Hit 'em where it hurts. Leave you in the dirt, put in work. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts. I'll let you go first, I'll do worse. Hit 'em where it hurts. Leave you in the dirt, put in work. Hit 'em where it hurts. Hit 'em where it hurts.
Where did he find these girls?
Hit 'em where it hurts.
Wow. Go off.
Hit 'em where it hurts.
Not the mountain climbers.
Hit 'em where it hurts.
Sick. I have to see more from them. This is completely different than anything else that's in the landscape that I can see right now. And, good. It's like a quote unquote smaller company. So you have to take routes that are like paths not well traveled. This is a really, really, really fascinating direction for them to have taken. And it does seem like kind of the sky's the limit for this model. It doesn't require like inordinate amounts of money to be successful, and I'll be very, very curious to see how their career develops from here. Whoa. I guess like I'm not confused. I'm surprised. Sometimes if like you're going to do the quote unquote basic thing in K-pop, it's not very interesting. But this is very interesting, and it's because they chose like the basic route. Everything is clean and well executed, and like, yes, the music video is absolutely stunning, but from a performance standpoint, from a song production standpoint, everything is somewhat minimalist, but it's just executed like at a very, very sharp and like technical degree, which is incredibly refreshing. And for a newer group, like to have this as a starting point, as a foundation, the sky is the limit. That's crazy. This was a great reaction. I'm not great reaction, great suggestion, great recommendation. I'm still having a hard time like wrapping my brain around it because so many elements of this were like not special, but they make it special. Does this make any sense? I don't even know if it makes sense in my mind. Like it's so impressive with how streamlined and clean it is. I'm fascinated. I can't wait to see more. I am definitely keeping my eye on these girls. Absolutely. And whenever they have their next project released, I will definitely be doing a comeback versus debut for them because this is a great start to the real estate that they are occupying in my head, and I'm curious about this is like completely, it's somewhat in the wheelhouse of what I would expect from Black Label, but um at the same time it's really out of the box. So wow. Of course, when I do check out more of Meow, I will put it into a Meow playlist, which I will link here and in the video description down below. Keep them coming with the freaking amazing recommendations. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thanks so much to Custry for this one. I'm really happy to have checked this out. And yeah, I guess that's it for me today. I'm gonna need to like reboot my brain after this one. But hopefully I will see you again soon in the next reaction. And if not, I will see you somewhere else. Bye.